Hello, welcome to Code and Box Automation Lab. This is Sherful. Today we're going to learn about interface in Java. Okay, we'll see what is interface, some example of the interface, and why you need to use interface, or why we need to use interface, and so on. Okay, let's see what is interface. So interface is nothing but a pure abstract class which contains only abstract method. So what does it mean? First, interface is a special class. It's a class, and it's a special class where all the methods inside the interface are without a body definition. So it doesn't matter how many methods you have in an interface class, it have to be body, have to be empty. So there will be no body definition inside the method of an interface class. So if you now that's why I'm saying that all the methods are the pure abstract, because abstract, we know this abstract class, it's a class where we have at least one abstract method which is without a body definition, and you could have a combination of some non-abstract or concrete method. So abstract method, it means when we say pure abstract, it means like all the methods should be in a class. If inside a class are without a body definition, then you can say pure abstract class. So interface, in fact, is a pure abstract class, you can say. So in one sentence, interface is a class where all the methods are without a body definition, which is empty. So one of the example, it's like iTestListener. If you do, or if you're familiar with the Selenium automation, you know this, like we frequently use iTestListener class. It's an interface class, or WebDriver. Right? WebDriver class is an example of interface where it has lots of methods. We know this WebDriver interface class have all the methods we use, like click methods, close methods, get URL, all the get titles, everything. All the methods are without a body definition. So WebDriver is a pure example about an interface class. So since interface class, the methods are without a body definition, so there is no reason to create an object of that class. And then if you use the object reference to call any one of the method, it's not going to do anything, because the methods are empty. So that's why Java said, okay, you are not able to create an object reference of an interface class. So that's why Java said, you are unable to create an object of interface class, and also unable to use final keyword in interface method, because we know there's a final. The keyword final is a keyword or reserved word in Java. That's not that doesn't allow you to override your method or variable. So since interface class, all the methods are empty, so you need to write the code. We need to override those methods, get the through the implementation on child class, so that those methods can have a body definition and can execute your job, your job whatever you want through those methods. So if we use final keyword with any method, you can't override those methods. You can't write any body definition inside those methods. So that's why we are not allowed to use final keyword with interface class, with interface methods. In order to declare an interface, the keyword have to be used, which is called interface. So when you create a class and you think that you are going to create an interface class, we have to use interface keyword with your class name. As an example, public, then this is the keyword interface, then MyInterface. And definitely you have to follow the other rules, like all the method inside this class have to be empty. And since interface methods are empty, so to execute, to override all the methods inside the methods body definition, you have to implement this class to another class. So you can implement to your interface class to a child class, you can say. So to implement your interface class to a child class, we have to use implements keyword. So use implement keywords to inherit interface to a child class. We'll see an example. Let's see first as interface class. So as an example here, I'm creating an interface class, public abstract interface. It have to be interface here too. Without it could be abstract, but you have to use interface. It should be abstract here. And then you can see some of the methods interface class, like public abstract void go, and then the void go 2, void go 3, and you can see all the methods are empty. There is no body definition. So usually all the method inside a interface class, sorry, it should be this one. Here is it. It's a public abstract interface. So the class name is test, and you have to use interface keyword. Okay. So here you can see all the methods should be public and abstract. You don't have to even mention those methods are public or abstract. It's by default it's a public abstract. Okay. So either you can write it like access modifier, or you can just say like abstract, then return type and the method name, or you don't mention anything. It will be always treated as a public. Okay. So let's how to implement. So you have to implement like this way. Okay, sorry, you have to say like this way. So here say to implement, we know that our interface class is test, and so if you want to implement this test class to any child class, so you are going to have to use implements keyword. So we'll say public class, whatever the class, like say example our class name is child class, then implement keywords, and then your interface class, which is example test class, and then it will automatically override, it will bring all the methods you have in your test interface class, like go 2, go 3. It will come all of them, go 2 or go 3, everything will come without a body definition. Then here you can write the code, you can write the body code, you can write all the body code here, okay, in your child class. So that's a way your interface, the methods inside the interface gets execute and also get the body definition, through implementing in your child class. Okay. So here one more notes point. A child class can implement multiple interface but not extend multiple concrete class. It means we know that's if you want to inherit multiple concrete class, we can't, Java doesn't allow you, we can't say public class, then your child class, then extend parent 1, parent 2. We can't do this. Java doesn't allow you, and why not? Please watch my inheritance class. I explain everything why it's not why it's prohibited in Java, why Java doesn't allow. But here you can implement multiple inheritance class. There's no problem. Now it's why. This is one of the interview question, because if multiple concrete class able to extend and can have similar method, if you have a multiple class over here, and both of them have a similar method, and if we need to call those methods from our child class, and then compiler will get confused which one will call, because if you have the same method, it means same method name, same method return type, everything is same. Then your compiler will get confused when you call that method from your child class. If you can if Java allowed to extend multiple parent class. But in interface, since all the classes, all the interface classes, you have all the methods are empty, so it doesn't matter if you have the same type of method in different parent class, and if we call those method, from your child class, it will get the same one empty method, so there will be no conflict situation, right? So that's why there is no problem like to have a multiple parent interface class. So next question, when to use interface class? Since Java doesn't allow multiple inheritance, I'm talking about the extents in case of concrete class, but using interface it can achieve multiple inheritance. That's one of the reason use the interface class. And also there's another reason. So interface means we know the set of public method without a body definition that needs to implement through a subclass. Means when you need a specific set of method in design without definition, so that implementation can be different to each subclass based on our requirement. It means if we have a situation that we need to create some common some common usable method, but to use a different situation. Since I said it's a different situation, so it means like the execution would be different but the function would be same. I can give an example. Like in a bank industry, in a bank application, say what's called like example interest. Okay, calculate interest, calculate say loan home interest. So this is a common function. Each and every bank, they have a interest rate for home loan or car loan. The function is same, but the executions, because it's execution, it means like the interest loan could be different bank to bank. So that time similar type of situation, if you have similar type of function, you have that you can it's a common function, it's used different scenarios. You can write all this method for those common function without a body definition, and then when you are going to use based on a scenario, say calculate interest rate for RBC, they will override their body with a return type 5%. Maybe HSBC, they will override their body with the interest rate 4%. Okay, so that's why we keep the body is empty for all the reusable method, because the execution would be different based on the situation. And that time we can create an interface class and create all the reusable method in terms of designing concept. Okay, that's a use case of interface class. I hope you understand. Okay, if you have any concern, any comments, please do the comment below, and I will respond to you in my convenient time. Thank you so much, and you have a good one.